Which team would make a bigger statement?
I can't even with this show.
With a win, the Eagles or the Dolphins?
The Dolphins. It's an easy answer for me because of how Tua is still looked at, how he's still criticized. I think that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You good?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
Mr. Dink and Dunk over there. You're right. You're right.
Kim. We know what you're talking about with Kimberly.
I mean, I didn't want to name names, but since we on the Stephen A. Smith show. No, and really, when you look at the Dolphins, 5-24, that's the combined record of the teams that they've beaten. The one loss that they have is to Buffalo. And Buffalo made a statement against them. So I think when we look at the Dolphins, are they legit? We know they can put up points at a high clip. But when it gets further into the season, you got to play some really good defenses, and you got to have these grinded out games. Not every game is going to be you putting 70 up on the Denver Broncos. I think this is a great test for the Dolphins to go on the road against Philly. And in Philly, their defensive coordinator, Sean Desai, is talking about, you know how you neutralize speed? Physicality. We know the Eagles can be physical. We know they have a vaunted front. We know that Miami Dolphins, they're about speed and finesse. And we want to see if they can actually go into Philly at the Link and get a W. If they do that, I think you look at the Miami Dolphins a different way. Sigh all you want.
This is hard to take. Let me tell you.
Why is this hard to take?
Getting ready to explain, Ms.
Like your outfit last night? Hard to take.
My HBCU jacket with some black jeans is hard to take. That's really my outfit.
It was
really?
giving me cross-color vibes.
HBCU jacket. That's all I wore. With the Yankees hat turned backwards. That's it. I mean, what the hell? You act like I tried to put on some other outfit and it didn't work. That was not me.
And some baggy jeans. Did you have some Timbs and baggy jeans on?
90s.
FABOLOUS.
That's my baby girl. That's my daughter next to me right there, my youngest daughter. So I was taking her there. But what I'm saying to you is this.
Oh, you look at him acting like, I don't want to be seen on the camera. With that bright jacket, I don't want to be seen.
He just suggested it. I was like, damn.
No.
First of all,
Please, no more cameras.
Took a bathroom break.
First of all, I don't mind being seen, especially in this day and age. We all know why. The point that I'm trying to make is this, right? Let me move forward, okay? Let me move forward. This stuff with Tua Tagovailoa, who do y'all want me to call? You want me to call Dr. Phil? Want me to call Oprah? Want to call Oprah? Want to sit down? If you want to sit down, I mean, we want to go back.
No, we just want you to tell the truth.
We just want.
Tua, what I'm trying to say is where y'all getting all of this stuff about these negative assertions thrown into his.
Are you serious?
Excuse me. Last year,
Get 'em, guys.
13 games, 3,548 yards passing, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. We were talking about Tua's health.
Right.
We watched him play last year. I'm not talking about the first year in the league.
Sure.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about from last year when Mike McDaniels arrived.
Yeah.
We saw Tua perform. You raved about him. You talked about how great he was going to be. We acknowledged that. We saw him. We said, damn, he looks pretty damn good. No question about it. The only question about him was his health because he was concussed not once, not twice, but 3 times. Shouldn't have been put out on that field. Shouldn't have been let back in the game against Buffalo. Shouldn't have been put on the field that Thursday night against Cincinnati. The end of the season, had a concussion, and found out the day after the damn game for crying out loud and couldn't go. We never said anything about his play.
Here's the question. We talking about, that's last year. We talking about this year, right?
This year, what we said about his play.
So right now, the only question was health. The only question was health, right?
Right.
This year, he's shown that he's pretty good, right?
No.
He's shown
showed that he's pretty damn good last year.
Right.
Last year.
So anybody.
So the point is, coming into this season, there was expectations because we know what the brother brings to the table when he's healthy. When we talked about the Miami Dolphins, what we said was, there are questions as to whether or not Tua can last the season. Remember how he was talking about in the offseason, learning some jiu-jitsu and all of this stuff. So I'm surprised he didn't call RG3 about learning how to slide, for crying out loud. I don't know what the hell he was going to do. All I'm trying to say to you is this. We were talking about things like that to prevent him from getting concussed. We did not talk about him dropping back to pass and throwing the damn football. Why are y'all acting like this dude has been victimized? And oh, my Lord, they're killing him. Who are these people?
First of all, Stephen A.,
who?
The game matters more to Philly. I want to answer the question. The bigger statement would be for Philadelphia. But if we want to go to Tua, let's go. You continue to intimate when saying, well, Tyreek Hill, thank you. Tyreek Hill can take a 2-yard throw and turn it into a big yard down.
Is that not true?
What you're doing?
Is that not true?
But that's true for every quarterback.
Steven.
It's not, but you make it very Tua-centric.
Because Tua's the one throwing them in the football right now.
But you know who?
But I was talking about Tyreek Hill.
Stephen A. If you watch this offense, Tua's throwing the ball downfield more than anybody in football.
They got highlights on this show.
You got to stop intimating.
The subject yesterday was about Tyreek Hill compared to some of the greatest receivers we've ever seen. We weren't talking about Tua. I was saying Tyreek is the kind of dude that we've seen take a 5-yard pass and take it to the house. He's that electrifying.
We need to pull that clip.
Pull the clip.
I need a flashback.
You did not hear me say that's all Tua does. That's not true. That is false. I am not going to allow you to come on this show and give a false narrative about my assertions. I can incriminate myself better than anybody.
Miami Dolphins fans, send it my way because
I can the way you
run it back.
I don't need help in that.
The way you were phrasing it was like, oh, you know, Tyreek Hill is so great.
He is.
Tua just has to go like, bloop.
And Tua's just doing this.
I said that's all Tua has to do.
But that's all that Patrick Mahomes would have to do, and Josh Allen.
Yes.
But you can't say it in the way that it's minimizing Tua's ability, because Tua's ability is bring the ball downfield.
There are more than 12 different subject matters we tackle per show. How many damn times do I have to
Who's the game matter to more?
Quarterback. Excuse me?
Who's the game matter to more?
I would say the Miami Dolphins.
Why?
Okay, you're right about that. Go ahead. Tell him, Steven.
Because I think that you've got to beat stiffer competition as the season progresses to really cement the fact that you have arrived.
So you make the statement that it means more to Miami because you got to play and beat stiffer competition as the season goes on. Yesterday, you have them as the 3rd best team in the NFL. Just yesterday, you have them as the 3rd best team in the NFL. Okay. This game matters more to Philly. We thought going into this season, Miami was going to be a really good team, like a Super Bowl contender. Philadelphia is a Super Bowl favorite. They do not look like a Super Bowl favorite right now. With the way that their offense is playing, Philadelphia does. The questions have started to show themselves. The cracks have started to kind of show for their offense. Is it the offensive coordinator not being there? The Jets physically beat up that offensive line worse than, in my eyes, I'd have ever seen since that group got together. Jalen Hurts I think has more turnovers this year than he did.
He's tied with Mac. You realize he wasn't listening to a word because he was already loading. He was loading.
May I stop for a second?
Confetti on
the floor for
Mad Dog's birthday. You know what this place is like.
May I stop for a second?
Yeah.
May I stop for a second?
Oh, boy.
See, this is where I understand the brilliance of Dan Orlovsky. You understand what I'm saying? This is Dan Orlovsky, y'all.
Oh, show it. Follow me.
We need the light.
You get the iPad.
We have you in the light.
I don't need. Don't worry about it. They can handle it. They can handle this. They go.
Hey guys, he's not Vert 7.
Don't worry about it. They'll see me. They'll see me. Because you see, I want y'all to understand something. It's about the level of competition. Because you got here and here and here and here. And these are the kind of things that's going. Now I understand when we're watching Tua and we're throwing the ball at Tyreek Hill, you're looking at this guy come right here. He can't catch him. He's out of position. It's too late. These are the kind of things that Dan Orlovsky wants you to see. All I'm saying to you is this. He goes through all of that. Mm-hmm. They beating the Giants.
Yeah.
They beating New England.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They beating Carolina.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, for us, it's simple. You try to make it complicated.
5-24.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, 5-24.
Okay.
That's who the Dolphins have beaten.
Just don't
handle
break
your
the monitor.
Oh, no, don't go.
Versus.
Please
handle
don't
your
break
business.
the monitor or trim your fingernails or something.
Should I do the Stephen?
No. You got to.
Here we go. Here we go. My top 5 list. The 5 teams that won last week because here we go. All right.
That's right.
This is why you guys have the expectation that Miami is this unquestioned Super Bowl contender that it is in the ranks of the Chiefs. I don't. I think they're a really good football team that can be in that grouping below a Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
The Eagles this offseason regrouped. They paid a ton of money to their quarterback. And right now, Jalen Hurts has more turnovers now than he did all of last season. That is He's got to go prove that is getting fixed. Right now, he's holding on to
with that.
He's holding on to the football. We don't have a ton of questions about Tua's ability to play.
No, but you do have questions about who Miami is and who they're going to be based on who they're beating.
You just put them as the third best team in football.
Hold on, wait. The list is fluid.
Mad Dog said yesterday he needs to see Miami win a big one on the road.
That's fair. Like,
that's what he
fair.
said. He said a big road win.
But here's my thing. In November 5th, the Chiefs and the Dolphins play each other in Germany.
Okay.
So win on the road.
By the way, I'm appalled by.
Why?
They're one of the best games we've been looking forward to all season, and they're in Germany and coming on 9 o'clock in the morning here.